Dan, it is time to reveal, at long last, the results of our Verballer Top 12 preseason poll.
Ooh.
So we invited those across the Verballerhood to come on over to our Patreon, verballers.com, sign up to vote for free. Entirely free to vote in the poll, the preseason poll anyway. I've been very quietly collecting the results of it. Everybody out there has already released the results of their preseason poll. This one, the most important one, is going to be released last, if you are ready for it.
I'm always ready. The game's at Mercer, by the way, should be clear.
At Mercer, of course.
Yeah. Continue.
Here's your Verballer Top 12 to start off the 2025 college football season. Number 1, Texas Longhorns.
All right. Makes sense.
Number 2, Penn State Nittany Lions. Number 3, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Not a whole lot of separation between those top 3 teams.
Okay.
Very neck and neck.
When you think
Very
about
easily
college
could have
football,
gone
you
one
think
way or the
about
other.
Penn State being slightly ahead of Ohio State. So I get where everybody's coming from there. Continue.
Number 4, my America's Clemson Tigers.
Okay.
Bit of a distant 4th. Not quite close enough to really challenge for 3rd over Ohio State.
And we're thinking Clemson with huge preseason expectations.
Huge
Interesting.
preseason
I
expectations.
assume it's going to go well. Continue.
And definitely a bit of padding between them and the 5th place team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Okay.
So this is interesting because Georgia by a nose over Alabama, who came in 6th in our poll.
Okay.
This is about as low as I've seen Alabama in most of the polls, frankly. But Alabama came in 6th. Not a lot of separation between 6, 7, and 8, which is Alabama at 6, Notre Dame at 7, your Oregon Ducks at number 8.
Okay.
To round out the top 10, we've got LSU at 9, Miami at 10, Arizona State at 11, and Michigan, the Wolverines, all the way up to 12 in this poll, which feels aggressive. But nonetheless, there's a lot to like about the Michigan Wolverines this year. So that's your top 12. By the way, the first 5 out, that is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Florida Gators were 13th. Texas A&M was 14th. Illinois, Kansas State, and South Carolina. Those are the next 5 in that order.
Man.
What are your reactions to this, Dan?
Any poll that does not include Mizzou in the top 3 is a fraudulent poll, Ty. Look, my reaction to this is the same as it is to the AP and coaches poll, more broadly speaking, that there's so many new quarterbacks and so many enormous questions and so much roster upheaval for the most part in the top 12 or top 17 that we can confidently say that we're going to look back on this poll through tears of laughter. And I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't argue against anybody specific. Like, I'm pretty high on Michigan. I just don't believe them to be like a conversational team in this moment. I'm pretty high on a number of these teams, but like when you see the number next to them, they're like, oh man, that's pretty up there. By the way, did we talk about Michigan being punished?
We did not talk about Michigan being punished. We can talk about that at the very end here.
Okay.
That is also very important news.
Yeah.
Dan. But Michigan not punished in this poll. Michigan all the way up at 12. That, to me, is what jumped out the most, I think. I had Clemson number 1 in mind. You know where I stand on Clemson.
Yeah.
I'm all in on Clemson this year. I had Alabama 2. I really like Alabama this season. Then I had Penn State. Then I had Ohio State. Then I had Texas in that order. Then Georgia to kind of round out the, opening batch of teams.
Yeah.
These polls are largely useless, but it is an interesting exercise to see how people feel about these teams after our previews. I like the fact that we're giving the Verballers a voice now in the preseason. Typically, we only do this during the season. By the way, if you sign up at verballers.com, you can vote in this poll all season long if you're a premium or a certified tier Verballer. This will change a million times over, but we got a great turnout. I appreciate the Verballerhood stopping by, casting their votes, making their opinions heard. I saw a bunch of screenshots out there on the internet, people talking through their logic for putting which teams where. So clearly a million different schools of thought for how to go about conducting yourself here with this poll. Got some interesting schools getting votes, let's say.
Yeah.
A couple Missouri states in there just for the hell of it. But by and large, I think what we saw here mostly tracks with what we've seen elsewhere. A pretty good sense for who the top teams are, at least at the start of the season, at least based on the assumptions that we have after doing our previews.
Correct. No, I can't wait to see how the poll evolves over time. And just like we had last year with Arizona State late, it's that, I think it's the 800 meters that, you got to pace yourself and then you come on strong at the end, your final kick. That's what I'm get excited for. Who's that November kick that all of a sudden hasn't been in that poll for 2 months and enters at number 6? Just like a team that's just like, yeah, we're here. This is it. This is who we are. We're top 16. We're top 2 team. Let's roll. I love that.
By the way, verballers.com again, not to do too many promos here in this episode, but you can vote in this poll all season long if you support what Dan and I do.
Yes.
You can also get access to ad-free episodes, bonus content, our Discord server, the game Run the Board that I mentioned at the very top of the episode, which is now live, living color. It is excited. It is ready for you to file your projections, your picks, and compete for an opportunity to win not only our week 1 prize, which we'll unveil next week, but also the season-long race to be part of our board of trustees.
Yes.
That's at verballers.com. Every little bit helps.
We need you.
You and I keep
love
the light
that
on.
support.
Absolutely.